back to this atrocity. Okay. Where
More
the fuck
golems
am I
and
going?
birds.
Where is the map button? No, out.
You know, I distinctly recall them not telling us that either.
Aha!
Was it
Square.
square? It was square.
Okay.
You know how I knew it had to be square? Because I've played a lot of other Namco games and it's always square.
Yeah, it's been a while.
And compile games.
It's
It's always square.
I gotta finish my other games too. Still trying to get through Ni no Kuni.
I don't even want to tell you how many games I have not finished. Oh, Ni no Kuni was so fun though. I loved Ni no Kuni.
Yeah, I just don't like all the grinding.
I bought so many games in Japan, and I bought so many games when I went back home for the vacation this year. There's so much shit.
Oh, I know, right? I still have to go through all mine too and get my PS2 set up. That's right, I own a Japanese PS2 with a bunch of PS2 games.
I know, and Donovan wants to play a bunch of... I know, I've got the Saturn and everything too. The Saturn and the Famicom. Oh man.
I'm heading in the right direction.
We're gonna have good times. Eventually.
Okay, I thought I saw something.
Come on, woman, you're missing your man of destiny.
I'm pretty sure my Man of Destiny
Was it
can
fun?
wait.
Because I'm still looking for that.
My Man of Destiny
Yeah,
can
while you
wait.
fight more birds.
Oh,
Punch
shit,
this
I'm
parry. He can hold on. I have to
I
murder.
got some poultry to make. You know, make that home cooked food. Ooh, dodged your dive bomb, bitch.
Yeah, especially since I'm pretty sure that the dragon can just cook it for you too. That's got to be helpful for moving feathers.
Oh yeah.
And more dirt. How exactly does dirt cause an explosion?
Okay, you broke up. I'd what?
Is it like full of... How does a pile of dirt exactly cause an explosion? I mean, does it like form fertilizer and just combust?
Why does it have macaroons? I don't know.
Poof, blows up its own gas.
Maybe.
Maybe it's secretly an oven on
I got
the
a
inside.
macaroon.
Yay, one. I like how the dragon just looks super pleased with himself, like he did anything.
Yeah, it's like you hit him with your tail, Banoob. Shut up.
Oh, ah.
Oh, it's treasure. Oh, I guess that's money? I was calling it gold. I guess it's Kronos? Why would we name our time after money? Money after
Wait,
time.
so it's supposed to be... Well, I think in Sweden the money's kroners, but this is supposed to be... You know what, I give up. Fuck it.
No, I just can't.
I give up. It can be Swede,
Arabia.
Hispania, Nippon, whatever. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I forgot Arabia. It's every country in one!
Yeah, do Switzer way.
So...
That's a new country. Yep.
Yeah,
This is where I'm
Switzerland.
gonna call it fucking Konoha and whatever the other ninja villages are. I don't remember either, and I really don't care.
Oh my god, I don't remember. That's really funny. Naruto used to be so
Shit
good
happened.
when they were all kids, and then Shippuden happened, and it was like really good at the start, and then all of a sudden,
Once they killed Itachi,
that was already
I
a
stopped
decade
caring.
ago. You know, I don't even think I got that far.
Hey, all of our predictions came true. That's all I'm saying. Well, most of them. We still don't know about Kakashi
Oh,
and
I
the whole
know.
thing yet, but yeah.
I know, I mean, we...
Nope.
Yeah. They never answered that, and they never will. And for people wondering, we're not going to tell you what we're talking about, because I don't want to start an internet
If you haven't figured
rumor.
it out by now, hey, you're not really a Naruto fan anyway. Oh, triggered.
Says the people who just admitted they haven't watched it in nearly a
I
decade.
just watched the ending, and I just know who ended up with who and for what, and don't really care beyond that, really.
I read about it and I was happy that Naruto ended up with Hinata. But that's pretty much it. That's as far as my fangirling goes, honestly.
Okay.
That was it.
Where's I going? Oh, it's Crystal. I gotta turn you on.
Yep,
Now it's
a black
Now
crystal.
it's all that crappy green glowing crap. Ugh. Okay, where's that star? Back over there.
Probably all the
here's
way
the
at
map.
the end of the map.
This is where I... Okay,
I want you to level up, you know. That's why I
See,
say
this
it's
is
probably
where I
all the way at
am.
that little tip.
See this little triangle thingy.
God, you know what they did? No, look at this map carefully for a second. You know what they did? They just took a few of the exact same sections
Well, yeah.
and stuck them
They
together.
copy-pasted the shit out of this.
That's all that... Wow. I expect that from, like, older PS2
Yeah.
games that had roguelike maps, but
No,
this is
these are
fixed,
fixed
right?
maps.
These aren't randomized.
Yeah.
Wow.
This is as far as I made it before. I was
Just-
like, I'm done.
Wow.
And the map hasn't changed.
Come on, that is just... That reeks...
Yeah.
Yeah, that reeks of we don't care.
That I'm not getting paid enough.
I mean, you're supposed to fall in love with this girl.
I am not invested in any of this.
Yeah, I mean, you're supposed to like this
You know,
person.
I love
and-
otames. I love that kind of stuff.
Oh.
And this, I just don't give a shit.
Oh, I know. I bet people are like, if you don't like
No,
RPGs, where you
I
play.
think
I
our
fucking
previous
love RPGs.
conversations-
Are you nuts? It's just
Our previous
this
conversations
is
have
really...
mentioned, you know, how far we love fucking RPGs.
Oh, yeah.
This is not an RPG. This is shit. This is a pile of shit, and they boxed it.
It's like... Pretty much. It's like... It could have been good, too. It's like... They just had to invest a little more time in it, and they just had to get it out to the store because they were
like, we need to make as
facing
much money as
bankruptcy.
possible off of this. And I even bought this on sale. This is on 2 sales. It had been reduced in price, and then it was on sale again.
Well, that'll teach
They didn't
you.
have
You
it at
should
the
have bought
store.
Black Rock Shooter. I don't suppose you...
No, that wasn't even on sale
Oh,
at
I
all.
suppose that wasn't on sale.
What, Black Rock Shooter?
I don't suppose you have that
Oh, I
laying
wish I
around
did.
anywhere. Yeah.
If I had found Black Rock Shooter, you know
More
as sure
dirt.
as shit I would have bought it because I love the anime.
I thought it was pretty good. I
Oh,
don't
yeah,
think
it's
it
not
was
like
the
one of my
best,
top
but
10
it was pretty good.
favorites.
I heard the game was pretty good too, so...
Ooh, I got a condor's wing.
It's gotta be better than this.
Yeah, in case I just want to
Oh,
get
just
the
in
fuck
case you
out,
want to
right?
leave the map. I mean, just in case you're so injured and you don't have enough macarons
Oh,
to
I know.
use,
I'm just
I'm
looking
serious,
to see
it's
where
gonna
the
be
other
all
shit
way up
is.
to that
I'm
little
just looking for the
penis tip at the
stars and
top.
stuff.
Athena, just run to the chode.
See,
Run to the
The
chode at the
star
end.
stuff is the extra
It's
stuff.
gotta
I'm
be
looking
there.
at. And where the nearest save point is. Of course,
Ah.
it's right before the boss fight. I'm just looking
Of
in
course.
relation to the stars. The star sprinkles, as Rainbow Bright would call them. That's right, I'm showing my age. I
Star
watched Rainbow
sprinkles.
Bright. Fuck off. Cardstock? Why the
Hey,
fuck
Rainbow
do I
Bright's
have
awesome.
cardstock? Oh, I'm, you know, I am
Do you
just
have
gonna
to
save
write
my
letters
sanity
in
and
this
just
game?
stop asking questions. Just gonna take it.
Yep. Yep. So what are we going to talk about
You know,
then?
the colors are really
grass?
pretty. I like the
It's
colors.
lots of grass.
You know, just the way it's so oversaturated.
I can't appreciate it though because
I don't really.
actually it's
know.
not
I'm
very
just saying
saturated. It's not
words.
to me, but it's
Words
words
with the words.
killing words. I just
He's
want to
not on
find
this
the man
isle.
of destiny.
He's on the different one. I'm on Zakuro. He's on Jaggery. He's got
I know
moves like
we have to
Jaggery.
get there. How do we get there though?
He's the next island. I gotta beat the boss here first.
Oh man, I remember that song so well because my kids were still like 3
I
and
never heard
4
it.
when that song came out. So they would go, "I gotta move I gotta move my Jagger.
I've never
I
heard
gotta
the song.
move
I
my
just know it
Jagger.
from memes and shit. So that's the only words I know is.
Well, that's just
moves
how I
like Jagger.
remember it.
That's it.
That's the whole song. That's it.
And people come.
It's an entire song about Maroon 5 trying to fuck Christina Aguilera, and
I can't even. I can't even. You know, people used to get on about 80s being crappy music, and I'm like, no, at least they had, you know, a refrain, bridges, you know, a decent hook.
And there was a lot of difference. I mean, there was a lot of samey
Yeah.
stuff, but there was also a lot of difference, and there is still difference, but you have to look for it now. Because radio will only play what they think is going to sell the most stuff to people, because otherwise advertisers won't support them, and then they can't keep playing music. So you really have to go out of your way.
Yeah, it's the only way.
Find good music. And I'm not ragging
Well,
on like
I'm not
modern
saying I don't
music.
listen
I
to
like
modern
some
music.
things, but I like variety. Yeah. I just like more variety. Like, I'll put on the radio, and in 2 hours, they're playing the same songs again. And it's like, oh, come on.
That's always been a thing. I mean, radio is still trying to remain relevant in this day and age of digital.
Yeah.
I get it. I mean, even back... I remember
Yep.
when Titanic first came out,
That's
and I
what
was
I'm
working
saying.
at Paper Warehouse, and we got to listen to the radio.
You had to listen to fucking
We...
Celine Dion.
Me and my
pop up,
coworkers
which is sad 'cause
counted
that's such a good
on
song.
that Saturday afternoon how many times that radio station played My Heart Will Go On.
My
In
heart
an
will go
8-hour
on.
shift, they played it 22 times. I remember because we use these special balloon clips
That's
to keep track.
wow. So
Yes.
that's what, an average of every half hour?
Once they even played it back to back, and this was in
90s.
'98.
You so bad.
Yeah.
And like I said, and that was sad.
I mean, I
because
listen
that
to
was
it
a really
now,
good song that got
But back then,
overplayed.
it took me 16 years to play it now.
like I know that reminds me a lot of I'll do anything for love, but I won't do that for Meatloaf. That got overplayed, but now it's still a good song. And
I
now
will
I can listen to
forever
it.
listen to Meatloaf.
Yes, we're old people. I won't go as far as watching him on The Apprentice.
Yeah.
Though. I draw the line.
He was even a little eccentric on
I've never
Ghost
been a
Hunters,
fan of.
but
Yeah. I've just never
Nope.
been a fan of the Donald, give or take his presidential run. Even as a kid, it's
hang
like,
on,
nope.
I gotta stop. I need some coffee before I hit this club.
Oh, coffee break. I'll take a water. I got my water.
I got my hazelnut coffee.
Hopefully this isn't showing up on my mic feed.
No. I still one of my favorite memories is still the Meatloaf concert from '94.
I don't know. I think remember we went to that
when I got
softball game
when we got
in
the
Minneapolis?
his signature, his autograph. Yeah. He said happy
And
birthday.
he said
to me.
happy
I was
birthday.
sick
That was
the
really
entire
cool.
time. That sucked.
I know. I know. You were so. I
Yeah,
had
it was
on my
me, you,
electric blue
Mom.
pants that day.
And two of
I
my
wish I
friends.
still
I won't
had
name their names.
those.
Oh, you
Yep.
will? Oh yeah.
Oh, don't worry about that. I'll bleep it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We can say names. I will bleep
All of
names.
us. And I think the next best concert was when we had the Edgecapades. And I
I
bought
was just
those,
talking
and I was
to
like,
the kids about the Edgecapades
yeah, for
the
Christmas.
other day,
I was like, oh, these tickets are
95.
only $9.97. I'm working. I'm gonna buy everybody a ticket to this concert because I knew.
Yep.
Except
That was a great
Oasis.
show too. Except okay, so I should. Oasis was the fucking worst. Let me get to that.
Alright,
See,
you tell that, I'm
Oasis
gonna
was
start playing.
they were telling on the radio a story about Oasis. Yeah, you get to the fucking thing. I'll tell the Oasis story. Okay. So the radio was talking about Oasis, so I was telling my kids, fuck Oasis. Okay, Oasis are assholes. Okay, so in 1995, we went to the Edgecapades concert in Minneapolis. And Oasis was the headliner, and they were coming on last. These douche fucks took stage almost 2 hours late because they were backstage getting high off their asses. So they took stage 2 hours late at like 10 to midnight that night. After the rest of the concert was fucking amazing. But I'll get to that after that. So they play part of one song, their mics start screwing up, so their roadies come on and start tweaking with the fucking mics, and then they decide to go into Champagne Supernova. And our mom, who's driving us at the time, because we don't even have cars yet, we're still underage, she looks at it, she goes, we're fucking leaving.
Yep.
So we took off like 4 minutes into
so
Champagne
mad.
Supernova, and we can hear them singing terribly.
I just wanted to hear Wonderwall. At that time, that was like
I didn't care.
I wanted to hear Wonderwall.
I didn't care.
It's the only reason I was holding out for Oasis.
Yeah.
Mom
was
wanted
mad.
to
She's
go
like,
so bad before the even started.
Because she knows. See, what people don't understand, if you don't know Oasis, Champagne Supernova is like 12 minutes long. Mom was like,
finish that song before
we're
they
done.
started playing Wonderwall as we were getting to the parking lot.
Yep. Yeah, because that's what people want. The people were in the audience chanting that that's what they wanted to hear, so they started sort of playing it.
It was awful.
It was just
crying.
bad. I still say, okay. I know, you were in the car, you're like, I look back and I'm just like, fuck those guys. Honestly, I saw everybody that night that I had wanted to see. I got a Toadies shirt.
Everybody.
That was badass. I wore that thing till it fell apart.
Delamitri was awesome until he got hit. Until they got hit.
Delamitri was the best. Okay. No, Delamitri. Okay, Delamitri took the stage dressed as fucking leprechauns, everybody. They were in full-on green tuxedos and top hats. And they joked with the whole audience. They were the best. And then people started tossing around toilet paper, you know, like...
rolls of it, just tossing on the fucking stage.
Just like paper, you know, like taper paper. You know. But then someone started pelting them with the rolls, like, just being a dick. It's like, oh, come on. They can't play music.
But he took it like a champ.
So what I'm saying is Delamitri is awesome, and Oasis can go die in fire.
I remembered about that was two things. One, I'm gonna pause here real quick while I talk about this.
Yeah.
He got the main lead singer. I don't remember his name now. It's been a while. I'm old. He got pelted in the.
I'll put it on the screen.
Right in the sternum with a roll of this toilet paper, and he kept singing. He kept going,
and he kept playing. He kept going.
I forgot the name of the most popular song at the time that made them popular. That's what it was in the middle of that first chorus that he got pelted. I don't remember.
I think it was Last to Know.
Yeah, Last to Know.
Last to Know. I remember because it was so good.
They kept getting pelted with toilet paper rolls, and then the drummer stands up. He's like, and he got a microphone. He's like, I don't know how any of you are going to be able to take a shit.
Yep.
All the toilet paper's on the stage. We're going to start charging.
And they were right.
No toilet paper.
Were right because there were no fucking
the
TP at anywhere.
Yeah.
People were like going outside to pee. Yeah, it was pretty bad. But you know, the funniest thing about that is before the concert, I was not like a Delamitri fan, but after that I was like, these guys are great. I wonder if they're still around. I'm gonna have to look into that.
4 birds?
It's like a lot of 90s bands I watched when I was 12 or like making comeback tours and shit. And I was like, man, I want to go to that. Oh, you should tell everybody about your Bush concert you went to like 6 months later after that. That you went to with...
and it was all of us. God, that was at the Roy Wilkins.
Oh my god.
We had horrible seats.
Yeah. The old Roy Wilkins.
Old one, yes.
The old Roy Wilkins. It's changed now. It's different
97.
now.
Okay. And
but go ahead, tell your story. Yep, this is 2 years. Oh, I thought it was 6 months later.
February.
No, it had to be 96, woman.
The exact.
Yeah, it had to be February 96 because it was after the Edgecapades.
And we had the horrible seats way up in the balcony.
Way up in the balcony behind the columns.
And Gavin Rosdale looked like a peanut on the stage. We were that far away. And I'm including the haircut. And the acoustics were awful. Just awful. We could barely hear anything. But the main attraction I remember from that day was the guy someone setting the other guy's hair on fire. That was awesome. I remember that. Because it was during Glycerine, and everyone whipped out their lighters, and this guy had this fro or updo with so much gel in his hair that the guy behind him set his hair on fire.
Went up like a Roman candle.
Like a Roman candle, and he didn't even notice right away. He kept his lighter going.
Because he was so stoned he didn't notice.
Yeah, the weed in this place was just... Everybody got a contact high.
The Roy Wilkins Auditorium was notorious for letting people in with just shit tons of weed.
Oh, we leveled up. I forgot we're playing a game.
Oh, good. We did
Hey!
something.
Hey, we're talking about weed and her name is Toki. Yay. No, yeah, that's...
Oh, man.
Oh, the days.
Speaking of weed, tell them about your shirt. The shirt you picked up.
So, at the concert, I bought this shirt that said Bush, and it had little weed plants between each letter. I wore
the pot leaves.
I wore it to school the next day, proud that I went to the Bush concert. Because I didn't...
You promptly got sent fucking home.
No. I skipped school.
I thought you did.
That's what I told Grandma.
Oh,
I just didn't want to go to class.
Because Grandma was fuming. She's like, your sister just got sent home from school. And I'm like, sure she did.
See, you knew what's up. I just got yeah. No, I was just asked to turn it inside out, and I didn't, because I was still wearing a flannel over it, because, you know, grunge and whatever. Grunge goth.
It was the 90s still.
Yeah, I wore flannel every day in my junior high school. Kill me. Anyway. Yeah.
That's back in
That's
now,
all I
though,
did.
except
No one
it's a
stopped me
little
for it,
different.
because I was just covered up with my shirt when the teachers were around, and I wore my big fucking coat and backpack. Who cares, right? Especially in the
I used to wear Mom's old
it was
shirt
the middle
around
of winter.
that said, I'm just so happy I could just shit.
Yeah, I was just, I'm learning more skills. What the fuck?
Oh,
More tutorial?
of course. I mean, obviously there's something more.
Yeah,
than
I know.
that
It's bringing me down, man. I'm on a concert high right now in memory lane, and
It's like we just got back from the Roy Wilkins Auditorium.
it's bringing me down, man. It's bringing me down. Yeah, I'm surprised Grandma... I think Grandma was surprised I even graduated. Hey, I made sure...
It's not like our school standards were terribly
Well,
high. That's
I
why I
only-
left. I was just like...
I only skipped classes I didn't need to graduate.
Yeah. Like everyone.
I mean, who really needs jewelry?
I don't know. I would have stayed for jewelry making because that sounds fun.
Well,
but,
you remember
that's just me.
my high school was so overcrowded.
Yeah. There was like 30 kids to every class.
Each of my classes had almost 50.
Oh
we
my
were
God.
we were three
Wow.
times over the legal limit for the school when I was in school.
That's terrible.
Remember, my graduating class was so large we had to go to the Target Center, and there was like over 500 students.
Oh, I remember that. We had to stay there for like 3 hours just to hear your name read. That was awful.
Yeah.
The Target Center's not even there anymore, is
No,
it?
there's still the Target Center. It's the Metrodome that's not there anymore.
Oh, right, the Metro.
Now that's now it's the U.S. Bank.
First Avenue's different.
Equipping skills. Okay, I think I need to read this one. I stopped at this point. Head to the skills screen on the main menu to equip them. Only equipped skills can be used in battle. So even if you learn a new skill, you can't put it into good use until you equip it. No shit. That's like me.
Oh, see, now this is turning into a Tails game.
Now it's like I'm driving
very
a
much
car
like a Tails
without
game.
driving it. I left the car at home. Well, that's called walking.
I learned how to brake, but I don't have that skill equipped. We're just gonna die.
We're just gonna go. Whee! You just turn around to the kids. You ever heard of Thelma and Louise? Well, you do now. Yeehaw, motherfucker.
We got Brad Pitt in the trunk. Spoilers for Thelma and Louise.
Okay, who doesn't know about that by now? Knows about it now.
We're talking to kids younger than that movie, so They're probably going, what's
What
Bush?
the hell's this?
Oh, it's the guy who cheated on Gwen Stefani, right?
No, Gavin Raza was married to Gwen Stefani, and he cheated on her.
Yeah, but he cheated on her
With
like
the maid,
crazy.
yeah.
And honestly, who's surprised?
No one.
I mean, would you marry Gavin Rosdale and be surprised that he's a narcissist that wants to fuck lots of people?
You don't marry a rock star and then expect him to do
You
that.
don't do that.
I mean,
That's ridiculous.
yeah.
I mean,
who's to say that she didn't either? I mean, come on.
I'm not saying I'm not saying he was right.
No, not by. That's totally wrong.
Because he
but you
should have been
expected it.
upfront and been like, he should have been upfront and been like, I like you. I would totally want to have kids with you, but I'm not marrying you, and I want to fuck other people. For me, it's all about informant.
Yeah.
That's where you draw the line. If you want to fuck other people, just don't get married. Don't get married. Don't tell people you want to be exclusive. Just be honest.
Yep. Okay, I'm equipping skills here.
Yay. Next episode, I'll talk about my Roy Wilkins experience.
Okay, we switch back to Toki.
Because I imagine we have a lot more green grassland to run to get to Jaggery.
Oh, well, let's look at the map.
To find our man.
We're halfway there.
No, we're halfway to the end of this island to get to the next
I'm still
island.
trying
It's
to
gonna
find
be
I have to go run around here again and find the hamsters.
Find the hamsters.
We were talking about Oasis when I was looking at the hamster quest.
I was not paying any
No,
attention.
we were happily down
Oasis.
memory lane at that point.
Yep.
Yup.
Seriously, fuck Oasis.
Seriously.
Fuck 'em.
Fuck 'em.